direction now, because what's happened over the 50 years of our lifetime at Wicliffe Associates is that the world has changed dramatically, and especially the whole arena of missions has changed dramatically. 50 years ago, the church was beginning to spread globally. 50 years later, the church has spread globally. And so now what we're working with is partnerships with local Christians, local bodies of believers who are now stewarding God's word for their own people. And so increasingly what we're doing is creating tools and resources and support mechanisms to enable those local Christians to succeed in stewarding God's word for their own people. And less technical projects, less construction, a lot of that infrastructure was essential and valuable in supporting foreigners who are living overseas. But now that we're working with local people, it's more information infrastructure, resources that are information-based, those kinds of things that'll help them do their work well.
Last time we talked about how you utilize volunteers from all over the country. If I were a retired businessman, for instance, what can I bring to Wicliffe Associates?
It depends what business you were in. The answer is that every kind of skill set that's needed in business is also needed in missions. We need people that have accounting background. We need people that have information technology background, construction background, those kind of things I already described. But also personnel management, project management, language competencies, just all of the same kinds of things that are part of our normal economy are needed to operate a mission and a ministry effectively. So what we tell people is we believe that God has actually already prepared them specifically and intentionally to serve using their skills and experience. We're not asking them to change and become something else. We're not asking them to turn away from the past and learn something completely new. We're asking them to apply the skills and the life experience that they've gained directly in Bible translation as part of a team to help it be effective in its work around the world.
Well, I know many people have found great significance and purpose in life by volunteering to work with Wicliffe Associates in a variety of roles. And frankly, could you do what you do without them?
We could not. It is who we are. We are the arm of Bible translation that directly engages Christians that have professional experience to use that in a way to help advance Bible translation. On that note, you'll be interested to hear that in recent years, we've typically involved around 3,000 volunteers per year in a variety of service roles around the world, 76 different countries. But this last year, that number has leapt from 3,000 a year to over 7,000
really
this past year.
Wow.
Specifically because of changes that are taking place in Bible translation around the world.
Yeah, I want to talk about those changes in Bible translation, but let me hone in just for a moment on the volunteers. You mentioned earlier the change in the approach. So does it mean that there's more national involvement?
Absolutely.